Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Reviews. We're taking a look at one of the latest from TungMung, the company that's been doing a lot of Digimon, third-party, unlicensed, metal build styled products, really high-end stuff. You've seen 01 Omega X as well as 02 Duke X reviewed on this channel. Right after this, I'm going to film the review for 03, their Alphamon. I don't know if it's Alpha X, but on the store listings, it's just called Alphamon, which is surprising for a third-party unlicensed product, but we'll go ahead and run with it. But right now, it's 01B, the Black Omega X. So really cool look to it. I just wanted to get it next to the rest, since there are 4 of them. It's kind of hard to get them all in one shot, and you can see the balance there. Those big old feet definitely help, but to give you the skinny on this guy, just like the 01, he measures at the tip of the horn about 8.5 inches tall to the top of the head. It's about 7 3/4 inches tall. These are metal build style figures, so they have a plastic outside as well as some die cast parts, but there's die cast throughout the frame. This one has die cast on the feet, these movable toes there. So yeah, but right now I just wanted to kind of get them all together in a single shot so that you could see how they looked. There will be more comparisons on the gallery on the written breakdown, kumastyle.com. Just link will be in the description of that. So in terms of a lot of that stuff, I really take care of it through my pictorials and the like. So kumastyle.com, that's crucial if you want to see the comparisons and whatnot. So let's get on reviewing this guy. It's really good, and I look forward to showing it off. All right, and before I get to giving you the skinny on this guy, looking at the accessories here, pretty simplistic. Get focus there. He does come with a stand. We'll check that out. It comes with an extension piece as well. We're just going to look over to the side there. You get to see it. As well as, well, I don't know why my camera didn't lock into place right there, but okay. His extended blaster. Now you'll need 2 LR44 cell batteries. They're also called AG3. Right, really bright LED there, and this doesn't even screw on. You could just take like a spudger or something like that and get that off. So really easy to take the batteries in and out, as well as the blade. Alright, so getting the camera back into place. Getting it back in focus. Now, I'm looking through the LCD. I don't really know how this is gonna come out post-processing, but he looked pretty black, and it makes sense because he is called Black Omega X. But when you have him in hand, he's actually gunmetal gray. So different shades of gunmetal gray. There's actually not any jet black on him from what I can see, and it's really beautiful in hand. Like in comparison to, I'll get Alphamon to see if they look any different from each other through my LCD there. Yeah, you can see that Alphamon is more of a pearl black, and the finish is different on them too. One's more matte, while the other is that high gloss finish. But you can see jet black, and this is gunmetal. So hopefully that helps, if that makes a difference in, you know, your color preferences or anything like that. Now, giving you guys a roundabout here. And the cape can be considered an accessory because it does snap on. It's very hard to take off once you snapped it on, so I don't really suggest that. If you don't want the cape on, just don't put it on in the first place, because the tabs on there, you know, they're pretty thin. They lock into place really well, but I don't know, taking it off and stuff like that. I've done it on the original Omega X, and it's scary, not gonna lie. But a really good look. Zoom in, give you guys a close-up of some of the details as well. And just a good looking piece, a great take on the Omegamon X character from Digimon. Now, TungMung itself, while I'm going over the articulation here, apparently they've actually been shut down, which is unfortunate. But gotta admit, if you look at these, there aren't any liberties taken to the style of them and whatnot. They are pretty much just Digimon characters. Or Digimon, digital monsters, whatever you want to call them. They're pretty spot on and extremely well done. In fact, I would definitely say that these are better than anything Bandai has put out in regards to the Digimon franchise. And it's sad because, you know, when you look at this in comparison to the actual license holders, it's like, come on, man. Especially when Bandai are import toys and whatnot, you would expect them to give us the best. And then this is on a ball joint, so it rotates as well, but it's pretty tight. Just like this shoulder pad here, it does go from side to side and has some swivel room there. They both just pop on ball joints. Now with this one, I will say make sure you've got it on all the way. This one, you put it on and it doesn't necessarily come off, but it can stay on without going all the way and it feels really loose. Just push it down a little bit further and you'll be able to see that it sits pretty flush. All right. And it's cool, even though these arms are pretty big, decent articulation in the elbow. You see that double jointed elbow, well passed. Play 90 degrees, good stiff joints and whatnot too. So these hands, they do turn at the forearm as well. All right, and the mouth's open on each. Just beautiful stuff. All right, and on here, you can see that he has the partial cannon in there, and I wish I had caught on to Spudgers way earlier in my collecting life because they really helped out for this. So I really suggest getting them. They're a couple of dollars and you'll get like a 10 pack, but reaching into those crevices that even with the longest fingernails you just plain can't. Boom. Obviously you don't need that for the extended one because you can just pull it right out. All right. Now looking at the abs there, you can see that there are two sets of joints, one right there, double ab crunch, lots of lean back, really cool stuff. All right, that's where the torso tilt is at the top, and it's actually really doesn't matter too much because of the way that the waist is designed. All right, so these parts of the skirt do move, and nice little clicks there. Okay, and the legs are pretty heavy, so I don't normally like ratchets, but I understand it on this piece. You can still get a lot of side hip movement without these side skirts moving, which is pretty cool. Thigh swivel, but not 360. All right. Lots of knee bend there, double jointed. Now let's take a look. Ankle tilt, lots of it, as well as movement in the actual foot itself, front and back, and then the front of the foot, and then the individual toes. So really, really good stuff. In fact, let's go ahead and get the, oh, I'm knocking everything over. Get that sword in there, kind of leads itself. You gotta figure out where that button is, boom. And I'll adjust it a little bit once I can look at the camera. And the cape is wired too, so that needs to be stated because it's a cool feature. Alright. Look at that. Get the camera down a little bit. Look up. Boom. I'm loving it, and I hope you guys are too. And alright, ending it with a pose on the flight stand there. Pretty easy to get it pegged in. Just take this piece out of the back. I didn't need to use my fingernails, anything like that. Just slid right out. Can't miss it. Right there in the center of his back. Peg it in just like a Tamashii stand and whatnot, except obviously a lot bigger, made to heavy, or carry a lot heavier items or whatever. So, speaking of which, yeah, the weight to this, it handles it really well for the die-cast joints and whatnot. I mean, it's an excellently not only engineered but constructed piece too. I think third parties and the quality of their metal build style items really made Bandai step it up with their own, because even over the past 2 years or so since these third parties have come out, like Bandai, the quality on their own metal builds is night and day, because those things used to get floppy within a month of just putting them on a shelf and not even playing with them. But yeah, this is an excellent piece. You either like Digimon or you don't. You like the look of this thing or you don't. But in terms of being a decent toy, I cannot recommend this enough. It looks good in my opinion. It feels great. I don't think that's subjective. And it's universally just well built. And for the price of like $140, it's a steal. But anyway, again, this has been TungMung's TM-01B Black Omega X. Make sure to check out the written breakdown article and gallery on kumastyle.com. Link will be in the description. You can buy yours at Showz store. Speaking of price, it's about $140, I believe, so definitely check it out. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments, and thank you guys, as always, for your support. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.